yeah, you get subbed off. Henri spoke about it on Sky Sports where he left his position and Pep subbed him off even though he scored. Do you know what I mean? And
It's a madman.
and no, bro. And I'll be honest, yeah, like Pep Guardiola, I believe that he's the greatest. He's the greatest tactical coach of all time, yeah. But I wouldn't want to play for him, bruv. Like I
But you know
wouldn't.
what's crazy with that?
I
Yeah,
wouldn't want to play for
that
him
just goes
because
to show
yeah.
that how ruthless Pep is, because that's Thierry Henry.
But that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
it's not
But
some
he's
Mickey
like,
Mouse
but
footballer.
he
This is
is
one of the greats.
obsessive, yeah. He's obsessive for every single detail of the game, yeah. To the point where, as an attacking player, yeah, I would hate to play for him because I believe, yeah, that what makes an attacker great, yeah, is having freedom,
Yeah,
having the autonomy,
express yourself.
the freedom to express yourself, to make decisions yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like if you were micromanaging a player like Dennis Bergkamp or Eric Cantona, they couldn't flourish. Like even Jack Grealish, yeah, is nowhere near the player that he was at Aston Villa. And the thing
No,
is, people don't realize how good Jack is, bro. Even though Jack's still performing well, yeah, he is literally a shadow of the player that he was at Aston Villa. And Carlo Ancelotti, this is why Carlo Ancelotti is a player that players will love to play for, because he sets you up structurally off the ball, and on the ball he lets you do whatever the hell you want. And
yeah.
that's what you want, bro. Like even when I'm coaching, I do the same thing. Like literally, it's like off the ball, guys. This is how we're gonna
See,
defend.
the thing
On the
is, Pep.
ball, do whatever you want to do, bruv.
See, Pep can get away with it because you put your trophies on the table. Yeah, but when
Yeah.
you've got these other managers, the lesser managers that don't win anything or next to anything, that are trying to do exactly the same, it's like, bro, come on. Yeah, when you've built that success and you've got all of the trophies and medals and all of that in your closet, happy days, you can do what Pep's doing. But until then, everyone's trying to be like Pep, right? And that's all well and good, but you've got to win. And if you don't win, you're now alienating players. You're taking their talent away. Yeah. And then good players then very quickly look like bad players.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
look at Postecoglou, yeah. Prime example. The reason why the football that Tottenham are playing now is because on the ball he gives the players freedom to play. Do you know what I mean? He wants them to play at a certain tempo. He wants them to play fast. But he even said a player like Maddison in the modern game, yeah, like tactically, managers killing players like Madders. Now he's got the freedom to play on the
He's a
ball
ball
however
player.
he
I'm
wants.
gutted he's
Bro,
a
he's one of England's most talented players, yeah. And the reason why he doesn't get the respect he deserves is because he's been shackled, yeah, playing for managers that don't
Brendan
allow him
Rodgers.
to express himself. Yeah, Brendan Rodgers is a fraud. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. What's dropped in recent generations is that, of course, park football has disappeared. The trend in some academies is to recreate again and again what's happened before. The game is a good coach. And that's what it is. It's just drilling things again and again and again and again. There's no expression. There's no off the cuff football. Everything is just rehearsed to the point where it's dead, bro.
Yeah,
And
mate, I've
that's
said
what
this
it
a
is.
million times on my hand on it. Football compared to what it used to be. Yeah, you got
Oh,
no artists
bro,
anymore. You got no
the
like.
players aren't good. Like to me, football, yeah, is art, innit? Like that's what it is. Like ball mastery, yeah, is art. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, yeah, when people say people are like, oh, Rants is a tech merchant and all these things, bro, football is art, bro. Do you know what I mean? When you see someone like Dimitar Berbatov now that's been retired for so long and he's posting stuff on Instagram and he's pinging the ball at the wall and he's killing it barefoot,
Instant. Yeah.
instant, barefooted, you know, nothing on his feet. He can control the ball, yeah. Like he has complete control over the football. Like that is art. That's what the game of football is. All these guys that are running around, yeah, that don't have a first touch. Do you know what I mean? That can't consistently pass the ball, can't
Can't cross the
consistently
ball.
can't hit the target, hit the first defender when they're crossing the ball.
Yeah.
All of these things,
They're
yeah.
playing percentages, bro. Yeah. How many
Bro.
times bro, the amount of times I sit and watch football and I say it on watch alongs, or I was watching the France game last night. Yeah. The amount of times I see people 1 yard away from the right back or the left back, and they ain't got no skill to take it round the man. Yeah. They just ping it off of the man, play the percentage game, hope for a corner, and then get your big lads up from the back and hopefully they score a header. It's dead, bro. It's dead. Yeah, where's the Georgie King Clancy's in this world, bro? And players like that,
Bro.
Yeah, the players that can jink past and sit people down for fun. There's hardly any, bro.
Yeah.
This is why, like players like Mahrez. Mahrez has got so much skill; it is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Left
but
foot, right.
even Pep slightly killed him as well. You know, like that. Even though he was scoring goals at Man City, he wasn't the same
He weren't the same as
entertaining
Leicester. He
Mahrez
weren't
that he was at Leicester, because in the Leicester team, he almost played like a second striker, yeah, with like freedom to join Vardy in
Yeah.
attack. Like there was no space. Sometimes he'd be in the middle, sometimes he'd be on the right, sometimes he'd be on the left. He had the freedom to kind of just join in with Jamie Vardy, like when they were in counter attack.
Yeah,
Sometimes they would ping it
late runs
straight
into
up
the
to him.
box. Late
Yeah,
runs into the box, like second
complete
ball,
freedom.
bang. Yeah,
That's
man.
it. And that's all it is. So for me, yeah, it's like when I look at all these footballers now, like I was saying, I'm looking at the guys like the Raquelmes and stuff I was watching. Like even Man United had Varane, yeah, and it's like even Man United didn't use Varane properly. You know how good like Juan Sebastian Varane was, and Man United made him look so average because Sir Alex Ferguson didn't use him right. Do you know what I mean? He killed him. You can't play Varane in a team with Beckham, Scholes, and Keane. Like that doesn't work. Like he has to be, yeah. He has to be the first phase build player. Like you need to get Varane on the ball. He's got to dictate. He's got to be. He's got to be the engine, bruv. He's got to be the brain of the operation. So when you're playing him with Beckham, when you're playing him with Scholes, yeah, other guys, yeah, that are ball dominant, you take away a lot of his qualities. Do you know what I'm saying? And like a lot of people just don't understand the mechanics of football, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't understand the mechanics of the game, and then they want to criticize players, yeah, and rate players when they don't even understand the basic mechanics of the game.
Yeah, facts, bro. I watched Scholesy. He was on Rio Ferdinand's channel doing a like little interview podcast type thing. Yeah, and bro, he said about Varane. He said, yeah, when Varane came in, and this is the mentality they had back then as well, yeah, right, compared to these footballers now, because they've got a lot.
He thought his career was over when Varane
he was
came
like,
in.
I either sink or swim. I'm either out of this football club real quick, or I have to be better than him and find a way, because I'm not physical like him. Yeah, I'm not as quick as him. Yeah, I'm not as strong as or anything. I ain't got nothing, but I need to find a way. Yeah, and he goes, I couldn't play in the same team as him. And guess what? You sold Varane and he flopped. Yeah, semi-flopped. He did all right, but he weren't great. And
in Europe, he was always amazing.
Yeah, but you said, but European
in the Champions League, he was always amazing. In the Premier League, do you know what I mean? In the Premier League, it's not even that it was too quick for him. He wasn't used properly.
Yeah, see, this is what he said as well. Yeah, he said like, I was going up against like Vieira and players like that, and like the guy was just huge. Like he's going, I'm never going to win a fight against Vieira. He goes, but I had to find a way. He goes, I was never in shape. I was never really fit. Yeah. He goes, but I had to have my brain on. Yeah. And bro, somebody said to me earlier, on my stream, one Man United player from the Fergie era that you could have at Arsenal, and I said Scholes. Yeah, he was class, and he never gets the credit, mate. Never gets the credit. Everyone goes Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, Van Nistelrooy, all the other good players, Giggsy, Roy Keane. Nobody ever really mentions Scholes, man. Yeah, and without that geezer in your team for as long as he was, you wouldn't have won half of what you won. Yeah, unbelievably talented footballer. But where are the talented footballers like that now, bro? There ain't no Scholeses out here. Probably the last version of Scholes that I can just think of off the top of my head in the Premier League is Thiago Alcantara, and he's always injured.
Yeah, but you know what's mad, yeah? Like, out of all the English players, in terms of ability to create goals, score goals and that, Maddison's probably the closest thing that we've got to him. And Maddison ain't really been unleashed now until at Tottenham, bro. And it's disgrace. And this comment here about Luis Diaz. 1 second. This flipping ice cream van, bro.
The local dealers rocked up, yeah?
The funny thing is, yeah, I've got the window open, but it's like it's not making a difference because it's like a bin bag out there anyway. Do you know what I mean? But like, bro, Luis Diaz, Klopp is definitely a manager that don't coach attacking football, which is great because he allows the players to individually play. Like when you see Liverpool's goals, yeah, they're always like they're not rehearsed, bro, at all. Like the ball gets to Salah on the right wing, he might pass it outside of his foot across the goal or something or whatever, but they just counter-attack and then it's very much free-flowing, innit? So he's not going to coach Diaz's individual ability out of him because you can tell that he's not a micromanager like that, Klopp. Do you know what I mean? He's not really. Do you know what I mean? He's another one that off the ball, he'll structure his team, but on the ball, it looks like he kind of gives them the freedom to play, innit? It's just that at times he doesn't have the most technical players.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like his midfield last season and for the 3-4 before that, it was just static. No
Exactly.
goals
But
at
now they
all
got Soboslai. They probably got the most technical midfield that they've had
for
since he's
years.
been
Man.
here.
Yeah.
Like, do you
Oh,
know what I
yeah, under
mean?
his reign, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
100%. Because him
Yeah,
and McAllister,
McAllister's decent, man. They got him so
technically
cheap.
sound players now. Do you know what I mean? They're a lot more tidy.
Mm. Yeah,
You
and
know
then
what I
they've,
mean?
they've got Endo in there as well. Like they got some good players, Liverpool in midfield now. Yeah, and
Yeah. They
you'll
didn't
see
always. Remember, it was Henderson, Milner, Cater couldn't stay fit, Oxlade.
Henderson,
This midfield.
Fabinho,
Yeah.
Henderson, Fabinho. Who was the other that was in there? Henderson, Wijnaldum, Henderson, Wijnaldum, and Fabinho. That was their three, innit? Yeah, and there's no goals in any of them three. Yeah, but they were just the workhorses. They were only solely in that team to get the ball to the front three.
Sure.
Yeah, as quick as they could get the ball
And
to that
then the
front
front three just did whatever they needed to do when they got the ball in it. It's not
three. Yep.
rehearsed. And to be fair, Klopp's got a good record against Pep. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he has.
So it's one of them
They
ones
always
where
beat him at Anfield. Always.
that's the one thing. When you've got individual quality, yeah, you can't rehearse that. You can't rehearse that. Also, you can't coach that, and you shouldn't overly try and coach that.